Hey, what's in your hand over there, Ollie?
Just a little paper.
Right. Oh yeah? Okay.
Oh no, the wind! Hey guys, welcome back to the Garage Couple. Boy, do we have an episode for you according to my script.
Ollie was in trouble, so I had to start writing.
I get tongue twisters, all that stuff.
So let's just keep it to the script, huh?
All right, guys, so we have an episode for you. So 6 months ago, we showed you guys a full install for this DV8 tire carrier, and to say the least, it was adventurous, monstrous, a big X. Okay.
Not fun.
We do not recommend it. It did not.
Let's just not jump the gun.
It was a difficult install. So today we're going to give you a 6-month update and share with you guys what we've learned about the carrier and how it's held up for the past 6 months.
We are also going to give you tips and tricks that we wish we would have known before we installed one of these on our Jeep Wrangler. It has totally affected our day-to-day operation of this Jeep, and so that's why we would have liked to know this beforehand. Now this is a huge episode. We have 2 other things planned for this episode. First of which, we are going to be announcing our giveaway winner for our Cerakote trim restorer and headlight restorer products. If you haven't seen that video, the link is in the corner of your screen and in the description below. We are picking 2 people to win this at random, and we are sending them some free merch along with it. Now, another suggestion by a viewer to us, by many viewers, was to feature a vehicle every week on our episodes. Now, if you're interested in getting your Jeep Wrangler or any of your vehicles featured on our channel, just send us a 1-minute video on Dropbox, Drive, any different sharing platforms, direct to our email at garagecouple@gmail.com. And we will just pick 1 person per week, and we'll include the video at the beginning of each start so we could see some of our sweet rides of our viewers, huh? What do you think?
Exciting. Give us some good ideas, you guys. Tell us what to do next. I should get rid of this.
Yeah, it's recording. Well, we already introduced it, so.
So to begin, you guys, by no means are we experts. We are learning on the way, but for the most part, we've been pretty successful with our installs, but we did have a hard time with this one.
So this was something we bought with our hard-earned money. Now, spending so much money on a product, we would have expected it to come perfect right out of the box. But unfortunately, that is where the problems began. Now, several things with this kit that were an issue without us even touching it. So firstly, there's a bracket here that is separate than the tire carrier. So even when this was off of the vehicle, these would not fit into the brackets. So we had to do a lot of shaving and a lot of filing down to even get it to fit. We weren't even able to repaint it because that millimeter of thickness was giving us a hard time to slide it back in. Now, other pieces that it did not include with, which we have heard others have, which others have mentioned to us, is the cam bolt on the other side, which doesn't really make a difference if this side doesn't fit into the bracket right on the floor. The cam bolt only helps once it's mounted onto the vehicle. Another piece that was not included is the backing plate for this bracket that goes inside of the body to hold it so that the thin aluminum of the body does not crumple under the weight. Now, I called DV8 about this issue, and they said that we don't need that bracket, even though sometimes it comes with kits, sometimes it doesn't. Didn't really make sense to me. So another issue with this bracket, there's 5 screw holes, but only 4 of the screws fit. And when I mentioned that to DV8 over the phone, they said that it doesn't matter, 4 is plenty. They said even 1 screw is plenty because there isn't too much weight on this bracket. So that kind of thing kind of upsets me with products. I don't like to know that there is a screw on the bottom that I'm not using. Basically, it's perpendicular to the bottom of the tub and impossible to get a screw into. And you can clearly see we are not professionals. We actually had drilled a couple extra holes there to try to make it go higher, but Ollie did a good job of covering that with camouflage.
Yeah. Who put the hole in?
This guy right over here. Not you, for sure.
No. The bracket does not fit flush onto the body of the Jeep. So what we had to do is fill it with washers, which again isn't desirable when I am paying this much money for a tire carrier. Secondly, it is double latch, which I also didn't really like. It's double the area or double the potential for an issue to happen, and it's difficult to take out. So first one's usually easy and the second one's usually...
Well, more so taking out is easy. Well, even so, that's easy. Putting it back is the problem.
Yeah. It's also pretty tight just because we had to shave this area. It's a very, very snug fit, so it is difficult to line it up when I'm opening and swinging it shut. There is a limitation in terms of how large you can have your tire back here. So mine has a 12.5 width, and with that, it is difficult to open this back area. So let me show you.
Yeah, show us what you have to do each time.
So this opens fine, but when you're opening the top, it hits the tire right over there. So you have to slowly and gently pull that carrier back in order for it to open. And you don't want to put too much tension because there's also another mounting plate on this side of things to go wrong.
Another mounting plate over on that side over there. So if this was 13.5 or larger in width, would not open the top tailgate.
No way.
So you definitely keep that in mind when you're considering installing one of these. Now, I'll totally give it to this tire carrier. I think it looks amazing. I think it's very unique, and I think that many people don't have this, and when they see it, they think it's really awesome. Another pro of it is it holds up to a 40-inch tire, which seems like a monster, pretty much the whole rear of the Wrangler. In my opinion, what we have lost in terms of functionality does not outweigh the looks. I definitely think that we use the trunk a lot less nowadays. What do you think?
I try not to use it, guys. I've tried to come across workarounds to not using the trunk, using the doors, flipping the seats down. It is difficult. So also, like Greg said, for me, for someone who loves grabbing market runs or shopping or always have big items in my car or going camping even, it's really difficult to open back here. But if you're not someone that uses your trunk, I think it looks incredible in the back, and honestly, it's super sturdy and I feel safe with this in the back of the Jeep. But in terms of functionality, it's not really working for me.
And let's not forget to mention, you have to change the bumper out to another bumper if you want it to all match. So if you could go back, Arlene, what would you do differently? Well, she loves the way it looks. I think that's the hesitation. But I think that I think ultimately we would put a tire carrier bumper the way that we had on our green TJ Sahara, so we don't have to drill into the body or drill anywhere else that needs to be drilled. Everything just bolts right into the bumper, and then you could use the tailgate and everything normally.
And for someone who's somewhat more petite than others, it is difficult for me to open it and shut it on my own. A lot of times I've had to resort to just putting one of these pins in and waiting till I get home to have Greg shut the other one. I've had to really push into it to get it to line up. So it has become somewhat of a hassle for someone like me.
You want to show us how you close it?
Oh boy.
You knew that was coming, by the way.
Okay. So again, it hit. Hit again.
The struggle is real, everyone. All right, one in.
So if you look over here, you can see that it's not actually completely lined up. So when you're pushing this last piece in, you really have to push it with some force in order for it to get in. See? I need help. I can't.
Oh, be careful.
Ooh.
You crushed my pinky.
I can't. Alright. Maybe I need a workout, maybe I don't. Who's saying what? Anybody?
No one's saying anything. Are those subconscious thoughts you're saying out loud there?
Thinking about design improvements, what I would recommend is having one latch instead of two. It would make it a lot more user-friendly, and functionality would be better.
Another thing, and if DV8, if you're listening to this, I highly recommend this. If you're sending products that are powder coated the way yours are, just make sure it all fits before you send it out. I know each of them are welded independently, and I think that's kind of nice that it's handcrafted here in the US. But if you're welding them by hand and then powder coating them, just make sure they fit before you send it out. That prevents a lot of frustration in terms of scraping, in terms of filing down, opening holes to be larger. And last but not least, it would be nice to know that each of them come with all the parts necessary to get the job done. It's frustrating enough to install this product, but when you don't have all the parts needed to get the job done, it adds time to the install, and oftentimes these are our daily drivers, and it just puts the vehicle out of commission. So that would be definitely something I would improve upon. But I definitely think the way it looks is incredible. I like that you can add a 40-inch tire, which people that run 40s don't really have too many options, and I like that we get another option if we wanted to go to 40s.
I will be using a YouTube comment picker to pick 2 of you that commented on our video to receive a headlight restorer kit. So without further ado, let's get started.
Y'all have seen this comment picker many times before. Let us see what happens.
First winner is Brian Clifford. Comment says, the fender looks good. I've tried several products on my Jeep, but they just don't last. I like to win headlight restorer to try on my car. I live in Columbus, Ohio. With an address, I won't put it out there, but good job, Brian. Congratulations, and get ready for a headlight restorer kit. Let's pick winner number 2. Todd Boney. That looks like a great product. I will be ordering me some Cerakote for my 97 TJ fenders. Thanks for the info. I'm in Seattle. Congratulations, Brian and Todd, on your headlight restorer kits. We'll keep you posted when we send it out. If you guys can send us an email just so we have a contact information, that would be great. Everyone, make sure to stay tuned for our next giveaway. There's always a little surprise coming for you guys. Congratulations to both our winners. Make sure to email us your address so we can send over your products.
And for those of you watching, please be sure to send a 1-minute video clip of your rig. It could be unedited, whatever you'd like. And watch out for future videos for a chance for it to be featured. Now, if you have any questions about this install or anything regarding this video or anything at all, please feel free to reach out to us, both in the comments below and via email.
Also, make sure to check out our Instagram @GarageCouple for our daily life in the garage.
And thank you all so much for watching. Have a nice cold one, and
We'll see you soon.
See you on the next one.